They managed to work together.
Absolutely.
A-Clay and Skycall came up top. Now here it is.
Semi-main event. Loser leaves the pack.
David Cattin versus Bigg Dogg. Whoever loses leaves the pack.
All right, our next match has huge ramifications as the loser of the match must leave their team the pack. The following contest is set for one fall. Introducing first. From Sin City, weighing in at 72 Hungarian stone, smooth as Satin, David Cattin.
For a couple of months now, that Cattin just kind of believing that, he should be the supreme leader of the pack. And, but Bigg Dogg has been kind of leading the pack like he should. And, we're going to see what ends up happening here between the two of them.
So let's get real. Two things. One, Professor Krippel out there outshining everybody with his beautiful sequined hat, his beautiful sequined blazer. But the leader of the pack is typically the Bigg Dogg. I mean, that's just a saying. It's at this point more than a saying. It's one of those things that people say a lot, and it gets a little played out. Nobody says the leader of the pack is the white type.
He weighs in at 243 pounds. From the dog pound, he is the leader of the pack, the Bigg Dogg.
Pretty tiny. If that scrawny singlet wearing mofro weighs as much as 7,200 of them, the Bigg Dogg, commanding respect. David Cattin, wishing he had probably a tenth of the Bigg Dogg's respect.
I was going to say maybe a tenth of his size almost, too. I'm kind of a little worried. I mean, David Cattin definitely has
He's a tall dude.
He's very
lanky.
tall and very lanky, but he also is very intelligent in the ring. When you got the brutal force of Bigg Dogg, who is also a fan favorite, obviously.
Intelligent is one word. Terrified. Terrified is another word. I've had I'll be honest, the displeasure of wrestling the Bigg Dogg many times. I felt like my ribs were going to come out of my body on a few of those occasions. The Bigg Dogg, wrestling the Bigg Dogg is not a night off by any stretch of the imagination. The chain already with the chain? Alright, I'm not going to approve of the use of the chain. I don't think he needs it. It was a brilliant move earlier, though. I got to point this out. He dropped the chain in front of David Cattin. David Cattin, predictably, went for the weapon, and the second he did, the Bigg Dogg took advantage. That belies the Bigg Dogg's look. You look at him and you think, well, this is just a big powerhouse guy. Pretty intelligent.
Which he is, and I would also say, I would agree with you almost, that Cattin is kind of playing it safe right now. He kind of backed up to the entrance ramp there.
Puffing up the chest.
Not entirely sure how to take this. Kind of trying to figure out what his next few movesets are going to be whenever he goes up against Bigg Dogg when the match starts.
So I think the difference here is going to be that one of these guys, that being David Cattin, has been hoping and praying and planning for this day since day one. The Bigg Dogg just assumed David Cattin was going to fall in line, and he was going to be on a winning team, and he was going to use his skills for the betterment of the team. David Cattin has been kind of sabotaging the team, really for his own good this whole time. So again, one of these men, this is the culmination of their plan. The other guy, Bigg Dogg, was taking it as it is.
You got two alpha males on one team, and when one doesn't want to listen to the other or follow the other one's lead, you got turmoil, and that's what has conspired before this match started. And here we go. We're gonna see what's gonna happen.
Professor Krippel showing he's got the whiteboard up, showing a wrestling formula, perhaps the formula for success for Smooth as Satin David Cattin. I can't read that board, so I don't know. Hopefully David Cattin can. Most of the stuff Professor Krippel goes over my head, which is weird because he's in a wheelchair, so you'd think it would hit me like around mid-waist, but no. Way over my head, so I don't know. I don't understand his formulas, I don't understand his PhD in wrestling, but I don't have a PhD in anything. Oh, come on! The Bigg Dogg biting the posterior.
As a dog would, taking advantage and kind of showing a little bit that David Cattin needs to not turn his back to Bigg Dogg.
Absolutely, that is 100% true. And also the Big Dog probably gonna have to get checked for something a little more serious than rabies after taking a bite out of that. Smooth set, David Cattin. Again, this was his plan the whole time. So is he playing mind games right now? Is he really concerned? He's got Professor Crapel out there for another distraction. And the Big Dog, I assume, is thinking about those things, but you never know. The Big Dog's a straight-up guy. And the fans behind him.
As usual in true Big Dog style, David Cattin here, I think he's still trying to feel out what his approach is going to be to this match.
We'll see. We're going to see right here, I think, between him and Professor Crapel, they've probably got a plan A and a plan B. Oh, and if your plan A was to go head-to-head with the Big Dog...
Probably not a good idea.
Not a great idea. I can't imagine Professor Crapel approve that. Here we go.
A lockup is definitely interesting.
Oh,
yeah,
it was interesting for about 1 millisecond. All the leverage that David Cattin has height-wise didn't measure up against the guns of the Big Dog.
Going into a lockup like that with a Goliath of a man that Big Dog is, I wouldn't recommend doing that.
David Cattin claiming he pulled the hair. Let's be honest. I can't believe, with all the grease and product in that hair, there's no way even with those gloves on, his hands would slip right out and pull the hair. Just... almost literally telegraphing it, telling him what he's going to do, and telling him he's going to tie up. This is going to go, I'm sure, wait a second, reversal here. Clean break. Oh, cut, there it is. There was the plan.
Being a little slippery, kind of catching Big Dog off guard, maybe making him a little bit cocky.
Oh,
and you know what?
I think he realized that didn't go. Oh my gosh, the power.
Definitely going to have to do a little bit more than just punches.
Look at the Big Dog, just pouncing on the man in the corner. Irish whip, boom! Rib cage to rib cage. David Cattin, down he goes. No surprise, the Big Dog took all those cheap shots and just immediately, another
breaking
cheap
the eyes.
shot.
Probably gonna have to play some of those.
Working the body.
The
Big Dog though, that is a powerful body. David Cattin going for the Irish whip. Here we go, hip toss. Very proud of his wrestling acumen, and it doesn't
Again, he made this mistake earlier. His back was turned toward the Big Dog. And the gorilla press.
Tossing him down like a piece of trash, baby. Big Dog, wait a second. Full-on gorilla press slam. Crotch and neck lift. Slammed him, one ankle actually, the left ankle, he slammed him into the ropes. I don't know if that's a plan for later. That's a European-style move there. He thinks he may have had David Cattin down. He might have, but he pulled him up. Coconut breaker.
Smashing the knee right into his face.
David Cattin doesn't know where he is, probably doesn't know who he is, which is probably for the best. I'd be happy if I didn't know.
I'm a little bit scared for Cattin here. I'm not sure what he can do, honestly, to take the Big Dog down at this point.
The Big Dog seems to really... I think he knows he's got Cattin's number. And I think he's honestly trying to give him a chance to save what little face he has left and just leave.
That is... See, again, having his back facing an opponent like Big Dog is just not a good idea.
Wait a second. Professor Crapel hooked the ankle. Come on!
Do what you got to do to be able to come up on top.
Oh, David Cattin.
Working the knee.
This was the plan all along, I gotta believe. Working the knee. Big Dog has had reconstructive surgery on that knee. That is no longer all Big Dog. Some of that is surgical enhancements to that knee. Big Dog was out for about 1.5 years with that knee injury. So that is something David Cattin would know. Now he's got the single leg. It's the spinning toe hold, but he's not. There it is. Ooh, elbow to the inside of the knee. So Professor Crapel and David Cattin, they must have had this from the beginning.
Taking a little bit of blunt force beaten by Big Dog to get him over to the Crapel side, so that way they can kind of do a 2-on-1 here.
Absolutely.
And it has worked out.
It's a kangaroo court. A kangaroo court.
Oh,
wait a second. Inside cradle. 2.
And only
even on his back, the Big Dog's dangerous. Oh! David Cattin keeping him right back down there. Just the finesse is really out the window at this point. Just going for damage on that already injured knee.
Taking out the Bigg Dogg's leg, his reconstructed leg is a great in-ring smarts on Cattin's part to try and go and make sure he keeps the advantage here and potentially wins the match. I don't know.
That's true. And you know, what some people may not know, I'm trying to hyperextend the knee there. What some people may not know, if this was their first time seeing the Bigg Dogg, they wouldn't know about that knee injury. Guys like myself, guys like David Cattin, who've seen the Bigg Dogg for years, we would know that he had been out with that injury.
And using that knowledge to his advantage has made him to where he's coming up on top currently.
But now disrespecting the Bigg Dogg, I don't think that's...
Oh!
I knew that wasn't going to work. I mean, he just slapped him in the head, and now trying to outpower him, that is stupid. At any time. Wait a second. Oh, the knee.
Another
knee gave out. Knee gave out.
Eyes again, too.
Oh, chop block. Perfect. That was precise. I got to give it up. Tried to outpower the Bigg Dogg. Still couldn't do it at this point. Oh, another elbow to the inside of the knee. And what a lot of people don't realize is actually right underneath the knee where your bone is, it's all muscle. It's not protected by any of that kneecap. So David Cattin knows that. David Cattin, one of the, respect him or not as far as his attitude, he is one of the better wrestling trainers in the industry.
Cattin has him in a figure 4 leg lock right now, which is all about torquing that knee and just giving that knee so much pain.
It is, and this is
Crapel helps him.
Come on, Professor Crapel from the outside. This is actually a perfect move for David Cattin. He's got long, let's call it what it is, folks, scrawny legs, and the Bigg Dogg is not going to be used to something like that because the man's got tree trunks for legs. The fans getting behind the Bigg Dogg. I don't know if even the fans with that angle can see that Professor Crapel's out there. He's got it reversed. David Cattin feeling the heat now. Going to the ropes. Couldn't even take it for 2
Again,
seconds.
with the in-ring smarts on Cattin's side, knowing that if he does reverse it, he's right there against the ropes.
That's true.
Not to mention Crapel's on his side.
He did think that through, which is a shock. Going to the ribs now, which we'll see. The Bigg Dogg definitely worn down.
Outstronging him is probably not David Cattin's best idea, but outsmarting him is the way to do it. The second
the Bigg Dogg showed any sign of life, he went right back to the knee, which is really the only thing that has given him any advantage in this between Professor Crapel and working the knee. That's it.
Take out one of the dog's hind legs.
Goes for the Irish whip. That would have crushed him. Oh, power slam. But that rotation, that torque, again, twisted on that knee. He put a lot of punishment on David Cattin, but his knee's got to be killing him right now. Not only did he have to twist and spin, he landed on that knee a little bit. That's how power slam works, folks. And if your knee is already banged up, it's not a great move. Clearly a desperation effort. David Cattin getting up to his feet, though.
Both men winded. One, his leg is definitely out of it.
And David Cattin, he was just trying to post on that knee, even to get up, and he couldn't do it.
Ooh,
Bigg Dogg, one punch!
Hard right.
Hard left! Those fists! Oh, man, you know what?
Southpaw
if the right doesn't get you, the left will. And a lot of people wouldn't realize, if he hits you with the left, he can post on the right. Little boxing lesson. Oh, gives him the SOS, the sack of something. The sack of something, as we call it in the wrestling business. Yeah. Wait a second. He can't be going for the pounce. Nope. You might be going for the rabies shot, the TKO. Hawaiian driver. Oh, my God! He dropped David Cattin right on his skull.
He just hit AK in head. 1, 2. Oh, my God. Bigg Dogg has this match won, folks, but he just...
AK could have counted to 7. Wait a second. There's a cane in the ring.
I think Crapel just threw that cane in the ring.
David Cattin, he touched it. I don't think he necessarily... Now he realizes yeah, he was out.
You gotta be kidding me. Not like this.
Oh! Hit him in the knee with the cane. Wow. And going back...
to that
figure 4. I told you, this is a move that really is going to be perfect for a guy like David Cattin. Because look, the arms, the legs, they're maximum torque. This move was practically invented for a guy of his
Reach!
build.
He's reaching for
The
it.
ropes are right there, but the Bigg Dogg, all the punishment, the cane. One. The Bigg Dogg, he passed out from pain. Refused to give it up. Professor Krippel, a foreign object. All the dirty tricks in the world couldn't get him to tap out. He still held on to the very
All right,
end.
Cattin, you won the match.
Refusing to break the hold. Come on.
Your winner and new leader of the pack, smooth as
He has
satin,
Bigg Dogg's chain.
David
Oh my God, you gotta be kidding me. As if just taking out his knee wasn't enough, he has to use Bigg Dogg's own chain against his knee and still continuously working on it, just making sure that there's no way possible Bigg Dogg is gonna stand anytime soon, if at all. More than likely, he's gonna need some more surgery. Oh, now he has some words to say, some choice words.
Oh, just come on. The Bigg Dogg's still out.
Ladies and gentlemen, the new leader of the pack, smooth as satin, David Cattin. And there's nothing President Smiley can do about it. I won. Deal with it. Suck it up.
Oh, disrespect.
And ladies, now that I'm done for the night, come find me.
Well, his words were true. He did win. Maybe not the cleanest way, but Cattin did come out. Oh my God! Again with the cane. Just one last measure of pain to Bigg Dogg there. Just making him just a shell of what he once was. He's just, I can't imagine.
The Bigg Dogg has been disrespected, humiliated, and now ousted from the pack. And obviously, if he's out of the pack, he's certainly not the leader. You got to assume the Bigg Dogg, when he recovers from this, David Cattin is going to have a pretty pissed enemy on his hands. The Bigg Dogg was never happy with David Cattin to begin with, but this is more than personal.
We got Weaverstone, Shannon Reed, and I think Jay Savage is coming in here to try and help out.
A couple guys doing the right thing, making sure that taking care of our own here. This is